Hello everybody, good morning. It's Heather here and we're here for Lil Explorers this morning. I was trying to get Pippin in here, but she is, I don't know what she's doing. I can hear her. She might not be into it this morning. Maybe she'll turn up later. But we are going to do a Father's Day program today. We did one on Wednesday as well, and we are going to do another one today because Father's Day is this weekend. So it's actually on Sunday technically, but my family is going to be celebrating tomorrow on Saturday, and then my in-laws are going to be celebrating on Sunday, on actual Father's Day. So yes, I have to make time for everybody, so we'll have lots of fun planned this weekend. So if you have plans for Father's Day and your father is not around to spoil it, if it's a surprise for him, don't say anything. But if it's not a surprise or if he's not around, let me know in the comments what you're doing for Father's Day and we'll get started here. So we're gonna start with our hello song. So we'll get our clapping hands out, and it goes, tiddly tiddly bumblebee, won't you say your name for me? Hi, I'm Heather, and that's a wonderful name. So now we're gonna do you guys, so you get to shout out your name, and if you're with your sibling, just shout out both of your names. You each shout out your name. Okay, here we go. Tiddly tiddly bumblebee, won't you say your name for me? Shout out your names. Good job. And that's a wonderful name. Perfect. So we have got a couple books here to read for you this morning. We've got Are the Dinosaurs Dead, Dad? Let me flip this around. And then we've got My Dad, which is Family World, and we're going to learn some fun things about dads throughout the world. And then our craft, I didn't post, not our craft, our STEAM experiment, which is also kind of a craft. I didn't post what it was because you really don't need much. All that you need is a piece of construction paper. And then we're going to go outside and collect some nature, and we're going to make some sun prints. So that's going to be our STEAM experiment, and we'll talk about why the sun fades the construction paper and stuff. So that'll be fun. Okay, let me flip this around here. There we go. Get that out of there. All right. Hopefully that is a good angle. Okay, so our first story, Are the Dinosaurs Dead, Dad? By Julie Middleton, illustrated by Russell Ito. Are the dinosaurs dead, Dad? Asked Dave. We've got the Amazing Dinosaur Exhibition poster up here. Museum entrance is a very tiny little sign. Dead, Dad said. Yes, the dinosaurs are dead. Oh, said Dave. So here we've got number of dinosaurs years ago in millions. And it's a goofy little graph. The dinosaurs are all sticking their tongues out, piled on each other. Okay, here we go. So I think this looks like a thought bubble. This is what Dave is thinking. Now, Dave, explained Dad, this handsome fella is the Ankylosaurus. Look at the fabulous armor plating and bony eyelids. Ankylosaurus, pronounced Ankylosaurus, meaning stiff lizard. Mind the tail, this little sign says. He looks grumpy, doesn't he? A little bit frowny face, but he's got armor all over him. Oh, said Dave, It's winking at me. Ankylosaurus, don't wink, Dave, said Dad. It's just your imagination. Look at him. Looks like he's winking. And this little sign that says mind the tail is now over at his face and knocked over. Interesting. Oh, excuse me. You see, Dave, said Dad, knowledgeably, that dinosaur there is the Dinocheirus. It has some of the longest arms of all the dinosaurs. Pronounced, Dinocheirus, meaning terrible hand. And look, the dad is imitating the dinosaur. That's funny. Mind the hands, the little sign says. Oh, said Dave, why is it trying to tickle me, Dad? Dinocheirus, don't tickle, Dave said. Dad laughed. It's just your imagination. Oh my, look, he's getting tickled. Yikes. Those are some very long arms. Now, continued Dad, this dinosaur is the Allosaurus. It has long, sharp teeth. Allosaurus, meaning other lizard. Mind the teeth. I like that guy. He's cute. Do you think he's cute? Does look like he has scary teeth, though. Oh, said Dave, why is it grinning at me, Dad? Allosaurus, don't grin, Dave. Dad smiled. It's just your imagination. Except the dinosaur climbed off his podium and is grinning right at him, isn't he? Dad moved on to the next dinosaur. Ah, you see this one with a very long neck, Dave? That's a Diplodocus. Diplodocus, yep, meaning double beam. Mind the neck. Dave looks like he's munching on a snack. Oh, said Dave, why is it trying to eat my burger? Diplodocus, don't eat burgers, Dave, explained Dad. They're herbivores. It's just your imagination. Oh no, it looks like the Diplodocus scooped him up with his tail and is trying to get the burger. Too funny. And finally, son, here we have the Tyrannosaurus Rex, one of the largest meat-eating dinosaurs that ever lived, said Dad. Look at them. Dad's acting out. Dave looks like he's opening his mouth or screaming, I don't know. This sign says, mind, and it has a little bite out of it. I don't know. Mind the whole thing, I think. Meaning tyrant lizard. Ooh. And he looks like he's scheming something. Look at his eyes. Oh, said Dave. This little button says, in case of emergency, break glass. Oh no, he's sticking his head out the door. So you see, Dave, said Dad, the dinosaurs are indeed dead. Then why is that one following us, Dad? Oh no. Roar! Look, he blew his head off, blew Dave's bag away, the trees are blown away. Oh no. Oh, you're right, Dave, said Dad. That dinosaur's not dead. Run, Dave, run! Oh, the dinosaur got his hat. He's wearing Dad's hat. That is a very cool museum because it seemed like all the dinosaurs were alive and very much not dead, aren't they? So that's pretty cool. And that Dad knows a lot about dinosaurs, so that was a fun one. Okay, we are going to stand up and do a little stretch. Let's put you over here on my messy desk. There we go. We're gonna reach up high to the sky, stretch our back out. We're gonna reach down low and touch our toes. Whew. Very good. And we're gonna do a little squat. You can't see that I'm squatting, but we're gonna do a little squat. Just reach our arms. Good job. All right. I am going to start with our next book, and then we will do our craft. So again, all you'll need is construction paper, and this is the perfect sunny day for our sun print craft. So I'm glad it worked out. I didn't really have a rainy day backup plan, so this is good. Let's switch you around again. And again, if you're watching and you have Father's Day plans, but they're not a surprise, or your dad's not around to see you reply, let me know in the comments what your Father's Day plans are. And after this book, I will tell you more about my plans, because I mentioned I'm seeing both my families, but I'll tell you more about my plans. Okay, so here we go. This is called My Dad, Family World, and it's by Karen Jenner. So we're gonna kind of skim this book because there's a lot of cool information, but we're gonna learn about different dads around the world. This is my dad. Think about your dad and the things you do together. All over the world, fathers love their children and look after them. Sam lives in Britain. This is his dad, and he helps Sam choose books at the library. That's fun. Desta is from Ethiopia. She calls her dad Abaye, A-B-A-Y-E. I'm not sure how to say that. Desta likes holding his hand. In the Philippines, Tala and Raphael call their dad Tate or Tate. They love to climb on him. What do you call your dad? I call my dad Dad. And yeah, but if you call him something else, let me know. Let's see. Having fun together. Fathers can be fun to play with. Murat lives with his family in Turkey. He likes coloring pictures with his dad. His brother and sister like it too. That's pretty fun. In Australia, Daniel's stepdad is married to his mother. On holiday, Daniel and his stepdad floated down a river in a big raft. Ooh, that's fun too. In China, Song Yi's dad takes her swimming once a week. How do you and your dad have fun together? Let's see. Acting silly, teaching me, working together. Let's try this one. There's always work to do, and sometimes children can help their fathers. In Italy, Rosanna and her brother Tito visit their dad at weekends. At his house, they all cook dinner together. Brody and his dad do the washing at their home in New Zealand. Brody likes the smell of fresh washing. Troy lives on a farm in Canada. He often works in the fields with his dad. There is Canada, yay! A farm in Canada. Sometimes you need to keep yourself busy while your dad gets on with the work. That's true. Sometimes they just don't need help. Comforting me. Being together. Just spending time together is a good way for fathers and children to show that they love each other. Faisal's family lives in Afghanistan. Faisal likes being with his dad. Sometimes they talk, and sometimes it's just good to be together. There they are. in Afghanistan. Marianne and Giselle are from France. They like kicking a football around with their dad. So in France and Europe overall, they call soccer football, which does make sense because they kick it with their foot. And what we call football, they call American football. In Britain, Rohit's dad makes him and his new baby sister feel special. Aw, look how cute. There's the new baby sister. It got kind of dark in here. The sun just went behind a cloud. Hopefully you can still see it. A world of families. Children just like you live all around the world. Every child's family is different and special in its own way, and every father is different and special in his own way. But families everywhere also have many things in common. The families in this book live in the countries marked on this map. Can you find the flag that goes with each family in the book? Wow, that's a lot of families. I can find Canada. Do you guys see Canada? Let me zoom in a little, give you a hint. Canada is colored red. Can you see the red country? There's more than one, but the biggest one, there it is, Canada. And there's lots. There's China, Netherlands, Great Britain, Italy, Australia, New Zealand, lots in there. Let's see here. Oh, here's some fun activities. Tell your dad why he's special. Make an award certificate for him. Write, I think you're special because, or you're brilliant because, and list things he does that you think are special. That's a really nice gift idea for Father's Day. Find out how children around the world say father. Find out how to say father in different languages. Ask friends who speak other languages, or look it up in books or on the internet. Here are a few languages to get you started. So in Spanish, it's padre. Urdu is abu, or abu. Chinese is baba. French is pear, pear. Polish is tata. Japanese is Oto-san. Lots of good ones. Pretend to be a dad. Play a dressing up game. Pretend you are a dad while your dad pretends he is a child. Pretend to do the things that he usually does for you, such as comforting him if he gets hurt or tucking him in bed. You can get ideas from this book. That's a fun idea. And finally, make a family tree. A family tree shows the people in your family. Draw a picture of yourself and each person in your family, or use photos. On another sheet of paper, draw a tree. Stick your family pictures onto your tree. Your family tree can show the people you live with, or it can show lots of people in your family. You can even include your pets. That's a very fun idea. So we've got me, my sister, and then Mum and Dad, and then my aunt, Dad's big sister, and my aunt, Mum's little sister, and then we've got Granny and Granddad, Mum's parents, and Grandma and Grandpa, Dad's parents. So that's a fun activity to do as well. So you could try that later. Try to build your family tree. You go at the bottom where the trunk is, and then as it expands, those are the branches. Okay, we're going to collect our construction paper and then go outside. Let me flip you around here. So I'll talk a bit about our STEAM experiment first before we do it. So we're going to learn about how the sun's ultraviolet lights will fade paper, and it will affect the chemicals in the paper to lighten the paper. So you know how when we go outside we should wear sunscreen if we're going to be out for a while, and that's to protect our skin from the ultraviolet light. Otherwise we can get a sunburn, right? So we're going to do a similar thing but with paper. That way we don't have to burn our skin. We don't want to do that. So we're going to lay our paper outside, and then we're going to collect some nature and place it on top, and then we're going to leave it out there for a few hours. It's supposed to work within a few hours, I read, so we do have to be patient, but at least it's not days and days. So we're going to do that, and then in a few hours when you go out and check and lift each piece of nature up, you'll see that the sun has faded the rest of the paper and the nature left an imprint on the paper. So we're gonna try this. Let's just grab our construction paper. I don't actually have construction paper at my house. I should have thought of that when I was at the library yesterday. I would have grabbed some, but I think I'll use this other piece of black paper that I have from our craft on Wednesday. So I think I'll use that. And if you have a piece of glass or plexiglass, that would be really good to lay on top of your nature so it doesn't blow away. I'm just looking around my craft room. Let's see what I have. Oh, I have some frames up here that I can take apart. So I'm going to just do that and take the glass out of this so that I can lay it on top. And if you don't have a piece of glass or a plexiglass from a frame, or you don't want to take apart a frame, that's totally fine. You can use rocks to weigh down your nature. You just have to be a bit more careful that they don't blow away, because there, I've got my glass out of there. Here's my glass. It's a little dirty, but that's okay. I'll grab my paper and we'll go outside. So as I was saying, you'll just have to be a bit more careful that the nature doesn't blow away. Okay, opening the door here. Pippin, do you want outside? Now she'll come to our program. There she goes. Okay, so we are outside. Here's my very ragged looking deck, and that's because this is a rental and we can't fix it up. Okay, so I'm gonna put this down here on the deck. I'm gonna collect some nature. So we want to try and find, hi there, we want to try and find things that are flat that will fit under our glass. So we're going to find some leaves. So I think I'll pick some of these, and you want to find some interesting shaped things. So I'm going to put those over here. Hopefully they don't blow away. I've got some juniper here, so this will make a cool imprint, I think. Ah, there's a noisy helicopter above me. I'm just gonna take a few off of here, and make sure you ask your mom and dad if it's okay if you're ripping things off certain plants, because we don't want to rip off the prettiest flower in the flower bed if it's not gonna grow back. So make sure you ask if you're allowed to rip off those plants. Like this flower I'm going to pick because they're kind of taking over my garden. You can see there. Here's Pippin. So I have lots of these, so I'm gonna pick this flower, and I think that should be good. Okay, we're gonna head back to our paper. husband is happy to be outside helping. Okay, and I'm gonna, wow, that helicopter circling around. Okay, I'm gonna move over onto the pavement here, or the sidewalk. Okay, here is my paper. And my paper's not that, so I don't need to collect too much. So I'm gonna take some of the leaves off this flower, dip in, look out, good girl. So I'm gonna put the flower like that, put some, oh you can't see, put some juniper. These are a fun shape, so I hope that works out well. Now, I know that construction paper fades really fast, so if you have construction paper, uh-oh, I hope I'm still okay. My internet just glitched out. Yeah, if you have construction paper, I would use that. Hoping my cardstock will work as well. Okay, so that's how I don't know what, maybe I don't need that guy. Maybe I'll put him coming from the top. There, and maybe just one of these leaves up here, and one more of these here. Okay, so that's my nature. I'm going to take my glass and put it on here. That way they won't blow away. And I'm going to stick my flower pot in front of it so that hopefully no humans or dogs run over it. Oh my goodness, like that. She almost just ran right over it. Okay, maybe I'll put one here too. Settle down. Hey, stay in the yard. Sorry, gotta yell at my dog. Okay, trying not to show you my ugly grass too, because it's got some spots, but we've been trying to seed it. Anyways, so that is our sun print experiment, and it's fun because it combines the science of the sun and its ultraviolet lights fading properties, as well as an aspect of art. So we are going to leave it for a few hours, come back and check on it. When you're checking on it, you don't want to disturb the nature because we don't want to move it. So if you are able to just lift up a little corner of a leaf to see if it's faded yet, that would be best. Otherwise, try not to disturb it because you might want to leave it in the sun for longer. So maybe set your timer for a couple hours and then come back and check. Yeah, I think that's everything for today. So just a few announcements from, I said a few of these things on Wednesday, but we have started up registration for our summer reading program, so definitely check that out on our website. It's going to be based on this year, but a lot of the activities will be done at home, just offline, so you won't be on the computer all summer long. So check that out. And there's also a teen program, which is super exciting. So if you know any teens, or if you have teens, definitely try to encourage them to register. So it's going to be super fun and a good way to connect with other teens around town during the summer. And next week is our last week of programs. So we have got our regular 4, Carolyn and I are doing those, and then that's the last week of programs, and we're going to take a little break for summer. So we're going to miss you, but the library is actually opening on Tuesday, so Tuesday in just a couple days. So we're going to be excited to see your happy faces. It's going to be very limited services, so for details on that, check out our post on our Facebook page, or the details will be on our website as well. So anyways, I hope you have a great weekend, and Happy Father's Day to everybody. Make sure you make your dad feel extra special. Oh, I told you I was going to tell you what my Father's Day plans were. So on tomorrow, we're going to have a nice family dinner over at my parents' house for Father's Day with my dad. And then on Sunday, we're going to hang out with my in-laws, and we're gonna do, I think, some disc golf and then have a nice family dinner as well. So that's the plan, and I hope you guys have an awesome Father's Day as well. See you later. Happy weekend.